So, hello, my name is Jethro Joaquin. I'm a theater sound designer. I've been doing sound design since 1999, although I've been doing theater since I entered college back in 1996. Perhaps I've been known for works with Repertory Philippines like Hamlet, um, Equus, and recently for Silent Sky. When I was a kid, mahilig talaga ako sa music. Kami ng papa ko, we would sing a lot. Um, he would sing, what's that song? Ano yung abadabadabadabadabada said the monkey to the chip. Parang ganun. So there were a lot of nursery rhymes that we sang together. So that was a major influence in my interest with sound. I remember when I was when we got our first tape recorder. I got it from my tita. She bought it, and then it had a record button in it. It was like one of those old boom boxes, and I remember the first cassette that I had was Puff the Magic Dragon. Yan, Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. Parang na-amaze ako na, wow, I'm listening to this music coming out in this boombox, you know. So it was, and then I was singing and singing and singing, and then my mom started recording my voice using that tape recorder, and I was so amazed by with the recording. What was funny was that in my own time, I would also record my voice, and what would happen is I would get a commercial tape, and I would tape over kumaga nasira yung tape, nasira yung tape, puro recordings ng boses ko. So syempre pinagalitan ako ng you should record it in a blank tape, so gano'n. But of course I didn't know any better, so yun, so nakakatawa, meron lang yung mga tape, may mga commercial tapes kami na puro boses ko. I was fascinated with the process of recording at a very, very young age. And then we got our first karaoke box. So na-amaze naman ako ngayon sa microphones. I could hear myself. Kung dati I was singing na live, ganyan, biglang binigyan sa akin yung microphone, tapos I would be singing over -1 music. So medyo syempre parang wow, ang galing, I'm singing like the actual singer. So one of the first pop songs I would always sing was Madonna, singing like a virgin, Material Girl, yung ganun, Lucky Star, Borderline. I joined Ateneo Boys Choir when I was in grade 4. We would go and sing in different hotels. The first performance that we did was in Mandarin Oriental, Manila, in Makati. And then my first experience in TV was also with Ateneo Boys Choir. We sang at Manila. It was called Manila. Of course, we didn't sing live. It was we lip synced over a recording, which we did in a recording studio in Maginhawa, in UP Village. So that was my first ever experience in the recording studio. When I got in, it was a black box, what you call this, fully carpeted. So it was I was in awe. I was really shocked and amazed and fascinated with all the equipment, all the recording equipment that was there. That experience brought me to realize that one day I'd like to become a recording artist. That was my first dream. So when I entered college, okay, what happened was I really never saw myself doing sound design. All I knew was I wanted to be in a career that was oriented in music. That was focused on music. Anything that was music related, that was the career I wanted. Definitely, that was like, I have to be in that field. When I was looking through the list of courses or programs in UP, there was this program called Theater Arts program. Dun sa Theater Arts program, so parang, this must be interesting. Parang there must be some music in it. So I said, maybe I should give this a shot. Tapos natanggap ako. So, yun, it started there. Only to find out that when I was already inside the program, so this was the certificate in theater arts, I found out that there was no sound or no music related course in the program. So parang I was already determined to shift to or move to transfer to another school with a music course like UST or Saints Co in Manila. But then uh, my fate changed when there was a merger of different classes. This was the production methods class, which I was a part of, the acting class, the stage movement class, and at that time, nandun yung kabatchmate ko si Dexter Santos. Dexter Santos needed a music person or someone to compose the music in one of his plays. This was Ang Sopranong Kalbo or The Bald Soprano by Eugene Ionesco. And I said, so may nahanap ka na musician or composer. Tapos sabi niya, wala pa nga may kilala ka ba? Tapos sabi ko, ako, but I have a keyboard like that, no? So I can bring my keyboard and then sige, let me try it. So gano'n. And then sige. So of course this is in college, so everything was all experimental. So when I came in, I brought my keyboard. This was some Yamaha PSR 510. Yun. And then when I sat there and then I watched the program, that was it. That was the defining moment. I proceeded with my thesis, which was I asked Sir Alex Cortez if I could do a sound thesis for theater. Sabi niya, oh sige, ikaw, if kung kaya mo, why not? I ended up doing Oedipus Rex, and I have Sir Tony Mabesa to thank for it. No, siya yung nag-propose sa akin to do Oedipus Rex, and we did a dance drama of Oedipus. It was a wonderful season that year. This was back in 1999 kasi ano siya sunod-sunod ng mga thesis productions that were really very unique, and these were productions with Tax Rotakio, with Dexter Santos, tapos yung sa akin, tapos meron pa there were like 6 of us doing thesis, and each thesis was very unique in its own right. When I started my career in sound, I realized that there were not a lot of people who was doing sound. Little was known about soundscapes. When I say soundscapes, we're referring to telling the story or enhancing the theatrical experience through sound, creating a world, creating a sound environment where the drama will exist. Through my practice, I realized that theater sound was really more than just sound systems. It was more than just music. It was really a mixture or a synthesis of music, technical sound systems, and environmental ambience. That was something that I learned when my Oedipus Rex was accepted in the first theater sound design exhibition in Prague. This was in 2003, and that really opened the doors for me. It was interesting because as I do meditation and as I do yoga, I began to realize that sound is actually a part of it. Perhaps the universe is created out of vibration. On a physical sense, sound is physical disturbances in a medium, such as air, solids, liquids, ganun. And what I'm trying to say is that our words, for example, when we speak, that actually creates disturbances. The word as we speak, that is even sound. If you go to the Bible, and I don't want to be religious here or anything like that, but if you look at Genesis, you will see there, the first page, first there was darkness, and then God said, let there be light. No. And so before the light, before the creation, there was the word. So that became a philosophical motto, or it became a mantra in my work. No. So for me, sound really, I think that's why I do sound design. This made me I'd like to believe that's made me a better person with it, and I'm very grateful to be in this field. I will not choose any other field really, except this. Yeah.